Hi guys, it's Julie. Welcome back to my wonderful BC life. I'm back today with my week number 10 of my weight loss journey results update. So let's see how we've done this week. I can honestly say that on the weekend, well, we know Saturday is always my cheat day, so that was what it was, but it really wasn't too bad. I had my popcorn, but then I didn't get my treat. The story about that was in my haul video that I just did yesterday. But anyway, so Saturday wasn't too bad. But Sunday, we went to Denman Island and Hornby Island. And we were gone all day. Dave packed a few things for us to munch on while we were there. And it didn't end up being a good day diet-wise. I knew that I was in trouble at the end of that day. We had breakfast that day. I do like to sometimes, like, just maybe one day on the weekend still have breakfast. And we were out and about, so on the way there, we stopped in at McDonald's and had one of the sausage McMuffins and the hash brown and a chocolate milk. So that was the start to my day. So now we go to Denman Island and Hornby Island. And while we were there, Dave had packed protein bars. So I had a protein bar. And he had packed potato chips. He pulls the bag of potato chips out. And next thing you know, we're eating potato chips. And I'm like, oh, this isn't going to end up going well for today. At this point, I've already ingested quite a few more calories than what I normally do. So anyway, I can't remember if there was anything else until we were waiting for the ferry. And they have this little hut there that sells ice cream cones and some other things. And Dave says, oh, would you like an ice cream cone? Which I don't get very often these days. And I love ice cream. So I'm like, okay. So we only had a single scoop. We could have been worse. We could have had a double scoop, but we only had the one. So we weren't too bad there. And then we headed back over to not the mainland, to the main island. And we drove down to Parksville, took a little walk along the beach, and we went to McDonald's for supper. And I don't know if you ever tried these or not. Dave and I really like their chicken wraps. And we get the, the chicken bacon wrap, I think it's called, something like that. But we switch up we don't, instead of getting like the mayonnaise or whatever the sauce that normally comes on it is, we get them to put the sweet chili sauce. So good. I really enjoy those. So that's what we had for supper, was one of those. And of course it comes with French fries, right? So anyway, like I say, not a good day for dieting at all. And I knew my weight would be up that day. I knew it. I didn't step on the scale, like I don't step on the scale every day, but I did step on it, I think Tuesday. And just as I predicted, at that point, my weight was up almost half a pound, 0.4. And I thought, oh no, geez, now I gotta, work to get that part off. Even though it wasn't a lot. To me, anything that goes up is not a good thing. So anyway, the rest of the week I've been very good. Actually extremely good, and I've gotten some really good walks in this week. Even the days that, even like Saturday and Sunday, I still got over 20,000 steps. Even that day when we were on that island, I still got my 20,000 steps in that day. So it's not like I wasn't still good in that, as far as that aspect of it went. But anyway, the rest of the week I've been really good. The one day you will see in my bonus footage at the end, you will see that I got over 30,000 steps in. Yes, I did. It was so funny because I walked up to meet Dave, and at that point, I already had over 22,000 steps. Wherever it was I walked that day, I had gotten a lot of steps in already. And he said something about going for a walk after supper, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I felt good though. I really did. I felt like I was up to it. So it's like, oh, okay. So we ended up going for another 10,000 step walk, and it was over 30,000 steps that I got in that day. So that is the most I've gotten in a long time. My record on my phone app is actually over 39,000 steps. And the way I got that number of steps that day, Dave got it too, by the way, this was when we were still in Ontario, and we parked our car, if you know Ontario at all, we parked our car in Simcoe, Ontario, and there's a trail that you can walk all the way down to Port Dover, which is actually Friday the 13th today, if anybody knows about that. It's tradition in Port Dover every Friday the 13th, no matter what time of year it is or how lousy the weather might be, the bikers all descend upon Port Dover and have a big party down there. And anyway, so today is actually that day. But nonetheless, there is a trail from Simcoe to Port Dover, and Dave and I walked all the way down there that time. When we got there, we sat down at one of the restaurants that overlooks the water, overlooks the lake, and we had dinner, and then we walked all the way back to Simcoe. So that's where my record came in of over 39,000 steps. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to break that record. It would take something pretty substantial for me to do it, because that was a lot of walking that day. But anyway, like I say, I've been pretty good this week other than the weekend, and I did pay the price there. But nonetheless, I stepped on the scale today, and I was pleased at least that I was still down 1.2 pounds. So I am now down 28.2 pounds overall. So that's still pretty good. As long as I'm down every week, I'm happy with that. Yes, I would have liked to have been down more than that. Sure, why wouldn't I want to be more? But nonetheless, it was still down. And in spite of the fact that I had that terrible day on Sunday where I knew I probably had double the calories that I should have, I still managed to get it down, so that's still a good thing. So anyway, we'll have to see how this coming week goes, if I can, get another higher number. You just don't know from one week to the next. Some weeks it just seems like it comes off faster, and some weeks it doesn't. But nonetheless, as long as it's going down, that's all I really care about at the end of the day. So anyway, be sure to stick to the end and watch my bonus footage at the end. I've got some really interesting things in there that I have seen. Sometimes it's cute things and sometimes it's odd things. It's just like whatever I see that I add to the video. So that was my video for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button and become a member of my YouTube family. And also, if you hit the notification bell, you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you're all healthy and that you're all happy. I would like to thank you for joining me today. And until my next video, bye-bye. I just saw a snake a moment ago, and here's another one on the path sunning itself. As much as my video will zoom in. He's a little ways from me, probably at least 5 or 6 feet from me. Of course, the minute I try to walk past him, you know he's going to go scurrying off one way or the other. Let's see what happens. He's a lot braver than I would have thought. I'm only about maybe 3 feet from him now, and he hasn't scooted away yet. actually went right past the snake and he didn't even move. Oh well, I'll let him have his little day out in the sunshine. Just on my way up to Lily Valley Park, and look at this crazy spider. It's fairly big. As you can see, it has a different sort of color to it. And it's looking at me. Oh dear God. That is one horrifying looking spider. Ah, dear God. I just came across this little snake. He's just a tiny one. I would say less than a foot long. Maybe 8 inches or 6 inches or something. Pretty tiny. Just sitting outside, and I'm surprised he's not in the sun. He's actually in the shade. Oh well, we'll let him be. I just came across my second snake today. This one's definitely longer than the other one was. I'm gonna say maybe 1.5 feet. Something like that. Definitely bigger than the other guy was. There he is. Little lizard on the path. Seems to have found a little spot in the sun where he's sitting there sunbathing. So cute. I just found my second lizard. There he is. Sitting there enjoying his day. Oh, he's looking at me. It's okay, buddy, you're alright. No problems. Our first starfish. There it is. So pretty. And not far from the starfish, we found this crab. He is alive. Dave saw him moving. No, he's not moving at the moment. Yeah, you can see his tracks there that he has been moving. He's deliberately not moving because I'm watching him. Front paws moving, see? It's moving. A little bit. There's the little crab. I see something running behind me. It better be a crab. But this one's definitely a crab. As you can see, he's trying to sort of burrow underneath the sand because he knows I'm looking at him. Here's another little crab. This one's much smaller than the last one. This is the one that was running behind me. I could see something out of the corner of my eye that was moving, and it was this little guy. Watching a crab in a tidal pool. Looking at some anemones in a tidal pool. Oh, and look, there's a little crabby in there too. Isn't that cool? Very cool. I love anemones, they're so pretty. apparently somebody, probably a homeless person, decided they wanted to have a bit of a bonfire here on the path. Doesn't appear to have got very far with it, but you can see that is charred there. And a Stephen King novel. Stephen King Desperation. So strange. This beautiful swallowtail butterfly, and they usually don't stay still for me, but this one just did. Look at that. Isn't he beautiful? We just came across this cutie. Look at that. So beautiful.
Bonus here, AJ.
Yeah.
You guys see the seal through this close.
Just